So, man shed fixes, back again. My Milwaukee circular saw has started playing up. Doesn't start. Taking it apart, and I should have made the video earlier, but I'm making it now so I can see how it's put back together really. Load of torque screws, those types. To take the main body off, it was a smaller one that's in there already, and then a couple of larger ones, handle or the sky hook thing, so that comes off there quite easy, and then the rest of them come out, and this is what we're left with. I think the problem's in here, so I'm going to take that apart. It seems to lift out quite easy. I'll disconnect it and see where we go, so we can see where all the wires go. It is spring loaded, so be careful how I take it apart, I guess. Right, I'll take the screws off, and it looks like shove something in there, take the clips out, and then have a look at the contacts. So that came off pretty easy. Just have to remember where I put everything. So those two were at the front and those two at the back, but I'll keep an eye on I'll review the other video before I put it back together. Can't see any other damage. Spring looks pretty good there. Right, let's pry that open. What have I got? I'll have a look. Tools I never knew I had. This little thing. Perfect. It came from my nail grooming kit, and it fits in there absolutely perfectly, and pop, it comes out. Really easy. It's all loose, should come out. I've only got a pair of hands. So, new tool failed me. Rubbish. So I went to a flat-headed screwdriver, poked and prodded, and there we go, it's out. They all look pretty good. Spring loaded. Make sure. See where that's set. Ooh, shit. Let's do that back in then. Spring popped out. I think it just has to go back in there and then back into that bit there. So I'll shove it back into that gap. You can see it. Let's see what happens. Okay. I think I'm going to put this bit down. It's loaded back in. And concentrate on this bit. See if I can get to those connectors underneath. Let's see. So that came out quite easy, but you can see a load of black marks there. Can you see? Sorry, I don't see. I haven't got a multimeter, so I can't test it, so I'm just hoping it's that. So I'm going to clean those off best I can and see how it goes, put it back together. Looks pretty clean. Bit there maybe, a bit more, give it a bit more of a go. Okay, so I gave that a good clean. Kind of got it back together. That all looks good. It's started to rain now. I am in my workshop. The roof's up, so I'm in the dry. Right. So Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, no. I hope you heard that satisfying click. In my haste, maybe it's not going back together so well. I just think it's where I've deformed the just that little bit on the black plastic, maybe I've deformed it slightly, but come on, you little fuck. At the moment, all the better. Right, so it's in, kind of. Don't look at that side. But it's in. It's in. Seems to be holding. Right. Now just to put it all back together. If I can remember. I'll need to go back to the video and have a look. But let's see. So, yeah, first one's on, that one's on. That thing, I think it's a resistor, I don't know what it is. They're all going back together quite easily. So there's one video I haven't uploaded. It's the one where our cooker tap, you know, those instantaneous hot water taps. Where they heat up the water straight away. It was, I got a pretty nasty electric shock from it. So heed the warning, it's still got a battery in it. You know, I am no expert. I just like to save where I can or reuse where I can. So sometimes, you know, this might not be for you. Which way does it go? I think it was... Yeah, it was like that, wasn't it? I'll have to have a look at the video again. There you go, that's where you make videos. I was trying to put this back the wrong way. So it's actually like that. Should. Right, let me try that. Go up here. There we go. Back home. Send that home. There we go. Back in. Yeah, so cooker tap. It stopped working. Just dribbling out the end. So really hot water. And it does say you should empty the thing out before you try to service it, but the problem was it was full of water and the water couldn't come out because there was some sort of, at the time I didn't know, some sort of blockage. does. That works fine. I'm going to put it back together and see how it does. Yeah, so that cooker tap gave me a nasty electric shock. Because the water was backing up and stayed in the canister, and I was trying to empty it, and really nice. Right. Put a few of these screws back in. You don't need to see this bit, just put it all back together using screws in the same place. So I think I was struggling a little bit because it wasn't mounted correctly. So it seems to fit better now. It fitted exactly right, it clicked into position, so I thought that was right. But there's a mounting point there, so push that in. Oh shit. Right. Put that back in. There we go. And I'll put the top back on and try it. So this bit, make sure, I think that's fixed, so you need to make sure that's tight. So that needs to be tight on there before you reattach this. It sits there and then screw it in. Probably shouldn't be using a drill, but as long as you don't tighten it up too much. That's right. That holds it. Right, moment of truth. Don't blow up on me. Battery check. Yeah, lovely. one thing to check, and why I've taken it all apart again. Went to attach the battery and those terminals were not quite right, so I'll check it slides in now. Yeah, that's in now. Oh, come on. So I'm going to reattach the screws where the battery is first of all. Come on, put one right in. Excuse me, a bit dusty in here still. Slowly going back together. Moment of truth. Right. Battery in. Light on. Just in case she blows up on me. Oh, come on. So, putting it all back together, I will open this up quickly just to show you why it didn't work earlier. Oh, come on. And this is why it pays to make a video. So, you can see this little thing here. That has to go in the right way round. You see just at the bottom there's a silver ring. Where are you going from electric? My eyesight's rubbish. 6 amp fuse by the looks of it. Is it? Something like that. Anyway, you can see that at the bottom is a greyish line, and that's the way it needs to go back. I didn't think it had a marking, so I just put it in as it came to my hands really. Put it back in and put the cover on. Like that. I'll just do up that one. I will return it all back to, just to lock that in, make sure the battery's good. And apologies for the jerky video, but my boys are normally helping me, and they're not now. They're in on their devices most of that. So that works nicely now. That's secure, and back to normal. Yay! Adios.